Thanks, Ashley. Now 6:03, 22 News working for you with Storm Team coverage. We start in Hampden County, where it's been snowing for a few hours now.
22 News reporter Jacqueline Jing, who's been covering the snow all winter, now continues with spring snow coverage. She's live in Westfield.
That is right. Believe it or not, it is April 1st, and we're dealing with another snowstorm here. And you can see it is starting to fall down pretty hard now. Earlier, we weren't seeing it coming down this heavy, and it wasn't sticking to the ground. But take a look. Now we are dealing with slushy, wet, slick road conditions. Just take a look at that. And it's actually a little bit icy now, too. So make sure you are careful out there. Let's take a look at Main Street right now. You can see that it does have a coating of slush, and there are wet puddles out there as well. So if you are going out on the roads, just make sure you are careful. I know we've seen several snowstorms this winter, but don't get too confident. This slush can do its damage as well. Look at that slush just coming up off the back of those tires. So again, just make sure you are careful. DPW trucks are treating the roadways right now, and state police are asking people to drive slowly, take caution. There was one accident on 91 South near Enfield. The Mass Pike does have a reduced speed limit right now. It has been reduced to 40 miles per hour, and they had one car slide off the road on I-90 near Blandford. Also, when I was driving up here, I did run into some visibility issues, so make sure you have the windshield wipers on and that you are driving slowly. And over in Bradley International Airport, the runways are just wet. They are not expecting any delays or cancellations, but call your airline to double check. They do not expect that. They do not expect planes to really have any delays or cancellations, but their wings may need to be de-iced, and that's usually only a 5 to 10 minute process. And we also checked in with Amtrak. They did not predict any delays or cancellations, at least for right now. But let's see how things are going in Franklin County and check in with Shane Simolan.
Well, it's pretty much the same thing up here. It has been snowing throughout the night, but we only started seeing accumulation on these roads over the last hour, and now we're seeing some of that slushy mess that you were describing out there. It is a little messy out there. It is starting to get slippery, and it's enough now that if you are driving and slamming those brakes, you're going to skid quite a way. So you want to be cautious out there. Of course, if you're in the upper elevations, you may be seeing even more accumulation because it has been sticking to the roads longer. The reason we didn't see accumulation for this first couple hours was because the roads are warm and wet and it was hard for a stick. But when you're out there now, make sure you're careful on those roads. We are seeing much more snow out there, and it's continuing to come down hard. It has not slowed down at all yet this morning. Live from the Franklin County Bureau, Shane Simolan, 22 News.
So we've seen from Westfield and from Greenfield so far. It's snowing steady there, but it seems like in Northampton it's not coming down right now anymore.
Yeah, he said he was going through a slower clip. Let's check in and see what's happening now. 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Adam Stremko is there with a look at conditions in Northampton. Adam.
Well, the snow continues to come down here in Northampton, coming down at a pretty good clip. It is lightening up just a little bit. Here's Main Street in downtown Northampton, and you can see the bus coming by right now, and very slushy accumulation on the roadways. But for the most part, traffic is moving pretty smoothly. It did take a little while for the snow to start to accumulate, and the road crews have been out all night long and all morning as well, putting down salt and sand. So that's helping with the conditions. And of course, with temperatures right around freezing, it is a little bit difficult for that snow to accumulate on the roadways. And of course, all the snow that we had this winter pretty much had melted away, and things were warming up. We had a couple fairly mild days. The last few days have been fairly mild with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. So that's one reason that the snow is having a little bit of a tough time sticking to the roadways. We are seeing that accumulation, especially on the grassy surfaces, and you're going to have to give yourself a little extra time to brush that snow off your car as well this morning as it continues to come down. One good thing is now that the sun will be rising shortly. We're going to start to see some of that snow on the roadways melting away pretty quickly because of the strong sun angle that we have now that we're in April. Live in Northampton, Adam Stremko, 22 News.